Good afternoon, everybody. It's Dr. William Hatten, and I am here with our star patient of the month. It's Spencer. Welcome, Spencer.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about what brought you into my office.
So I was on a work trip, and I ended up having a medical scare and ended up fainting and ended up putting out my back. And upon coming back, a good friend, a mutual friend actually, ended up telling me that I needed to come see you. And here we are.
There we go. And were we able to resolve the original issue that brought you in?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Quickly, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How many visits would you say?
Well, we had an intensive segment of probably 2 months where I was coming at least weekly.
Yeah.
And then after that, we've just been coming in for ongoing maintenance on a monthly basis.
Yeah. Have you enjoyed the maintenance?
I have.
Yeah? And have you been a regular user of chiropractic in the past? Or is
No.
this kind of your first experience?
Actually, this was my very first experience.
Wait, was I your first?
You were my first. It was amazing. And my parents obviously, or could have, it's not as obvious, they used a chiropractor back in the day, and I had heard about it along the way, but I had never had a need until this.
Got it. Okay. And so since this was your first time with chiropractic, did you have any surprises? Was there anything that you were not expecting to get out of the experience, or anything that maybe changed that you were not expecting to change?
Well, especially in the ongoing maintenance, how from time to time there's either built up tension that I didn't recognize and it was causing some misalignment in my back. And so when I do come in, there's still that pop. And sometimes it's more intense than I thought, but it's actually very soothing and amazing along the way.
Cool. And since you had never been adjusted before, and we practice different techniques here in this office, or several different techniques, tell me a little bit about that. Are there techniques that you like the most? Do you prefer hands-on? Do you prefer instrument-based? Has any of that shaped your enjoyment of the process?
I love it all.
Okay.
So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's the outcome that I'm looking for.
Right.
And so your attention to detail along the way and your assessment of how my body is aligning, obviously that's not something that I'm present or aware of.
Hard to self-assess that, honestly. I mean, even for me, there are things that I'm like, I need to work on this the next time I go to the gym or the next time I get adjusted by my chiropractor, right? But a lot of times there are things going on that, and I'm very body aware that I don't know about. So that's an excellent point. And before I let you go, one last question. Okay. I know you said you were referred by a friend.
Yeah.
If you were to refer me to a friend or family member, what would you tell them?
Well, I would tell them, first of all, that there is a kindness and attention to detail, a full body assessment to make sure that when I walk out of here, I'm able to walk. That I have been not necessarily cured of all ailments, but that I am in a process and on a path that will make me better in the long run.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for coming in, Spencer. Thank you guys out there for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments. Shoot me a DM. I want to be able to answer those and reach out. If you're in the Atlanta area and you, like Spencer, want to feel better and want to work on these injuries that you've been dealing with, make sure you book an appointment and come see us at Hatten Family Chiropractic. Talk soon.